Anyone else?
Sweating
I think also the characters are so well defined that in fact you're not thinking about how you're going to stand out. You're thinking about how you're going to play the character to the best of your ability, and that you can only really do that with really good writing, which I think this is.
Yeah.
Anyone else? All right, thanks guys. I think they want to get you all up here for a group photo.
Thank you very much.
Who plays for? Our director, Neil Berger, and the author of Divergent and its two following books, Ron and Ron.
Guys, you get to keep one of those. I'm Mark Walters with BigFanboy.com. Thanks for coming out to Comic-Con. I'm really excited about this film. Neil, I've loved your work. I was wondering if you could talk a little bit about taking on a project like this. You're known for making great movies with modest budgets, but this is obviously a much bigger project. I was wondering if you could talk about maybe some of the pluses and minuses of working on something that is a grander scale, and then if you guys want to talk about what Neil brought to this project that made it special in your own minds.
So now I'm making a modest movie with a great budget, right? That's what I liked about it was Veronica's book, obviously, and obviously for director, what's wonderful is try to create a new world, a world that's set in the future and create all that visually. But really, what I liked was that what was at the heart of it was the human element of this young woman's journey, which I felt like, yes, it's based on a young adult story, but I felt like it was a universal story about, where do I belong? Who am I? Who am I loyal to? Am I loyal to my family? Am I loyal to myself? What am I really willing to go out on a limb for? And I liked all those ideas, and I thought that they were in her book and really tightly tied to the action about what happens. And then I felt like it expanded out to something much larger, which was, how do you keep a society together? At the beginning it seems like they figured it out. They've got this 5-faction system, which is kind of a cool idea, and they seem to be living in peace and harmony because of it, and then it all starts to fall apart. And I liked how the character of Triss, how she goes all through that. So, and I like the fear landscapes. I thought they're really, really cool. So.
Shailene, Rama from On Screen. I just want to ask, I love your shows, love your movies, but can you talk a little bit about being the lead role or lead star of such a big scale project, and also how's it like working with Miles again?
Working with Miles again?
Yeah.
That was awesome. Miles is great. Green screen acting is by far way more difficult than human interaction. So that was a big sort of learning lesson on this movie. It was really fun. I've never done a movie of this scale before with themes this big in a world that's completely different or somewhat different than the world we live in today. And so a lot of it was challenging for me, I found, because I had to sort of erase my preconceived notions of what I was used to acting in movies, which is generally reacting off of somebody else, and sort of create a new world and adapt my style of artistry to the style that this movie sort of lent to, which was really exciting. And Neil created Veronica originally created such an amazing world, and then Neil visually brought it to fruition in a way that I could have never imagined it. And so it was really, we're so lucky to sort of be pieces in the puzzle of this new dystopian future.
Shailene, on your left. I imagine in the life of a young actor, all of these sort of big franchise properties may come your way. Your agents may send you out for all of them. Had you gone out for any of the other big young adult literary franchises, and what made Divergent the one you wanted? And have you talked to any of your colleagues who've also headlined these sort of big franchises?
I did audition for Hunger Games back in the day, and Jen Lawrence actually help me with Divergent because I still have yet to meet her, but I asked her sort of about her experience with Hunger Games and how her life has changed and sort of going from small independent movies to something as big as Hunger Games. And she gave me really beautiful advice, just sort of saying how much she appreciated it and how much it's changed her life for the positive, or in a positive ways, and she really kind of helped me on this journey initially.
I went for Star Wars, the new ones, as Chewbacca's son. It's an integral role, so cross fingers.